Welcome, dear friends, to our warm and rustic Christmas corner. Tonight, I want you to imagine stepping into a vintage farmhouse wrapped in soft white light and gentle green garlands. This video will show you how to bring together the timeless harmony of green and white in your Christmas decor to create a space that's both elegant and deeply cozy. If you love home decor ideas that feel like a hug, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and let me know in the comments where you're decorating this holiday season. Let's make your farmhouse glow with vintage charm and serenity. Imagine your living room's hearth, a whitewashed brick fireplace, worn soft by years of use, draped in garlands of cedar and eucalyptus. Touches of frosty pine cones, sprigs of dusty green, and little white berries cascade over the mantel. That organic greenery breathes life into the hearth, while a few ivory candles flicker softly, casting warm shadows. The scene feels like a gentle exhale, like the heart of your home has settled into peace for Christmas. Let's turn to the Christmas tree, not a flashy, commercial spectacle, but a forest-inspired treasure. Use a real or faux fir in rich green, and adorn it with white beads, wooden garlands, and perhaps a burlap ribbon loosely wrapped in swoops. As highlighted by farmhouse decor guides, wooden bead garlands with natural wood and white painted beads bring that cozy farmhouse vibe. Nestle in some frosted pine cones, old family ornaments, and maybe a few cotton stems, so the tree feels collected over time, like a woodland dream brought indoors. Now picture ornaments that tell a story: heirloom baubles passed down, painted in soft white, or hand-cut wooden shapes shaped like stars or snowflakes. Mix in a few newly found treasures, but always lean into items that feel slightly aged. This way, your tree becomes a gentle repository of memories. Homes and Gardens advises mixing heritage pieces with new ones. It gives your decor depth and character. When lights flicker on them, the tree glows with the warmth of both past and present. Imagine lush garland, a mixture of cedar, olive branches, and hops, draped along exposed wooden ceiling beams or staircase rails. The green is soft but alive. The white accents come from tiny berry clusters or hand-tied linen bows. This layering of greenery frames the room like nature spilling in, creating a rhythm and flow. According to Farmhouse Decor Ideas, such garlands can be accented with natural textures and vintage metal bells to evoke nostalgia and comfort. On the mantel, style a gently curved garland of cedar with occasional white cotton stems. Place vintage lanterns on each side, metal or distressed wood, housing ivory candles. In between, layer small white ceramic houses or old glass bottles with sprigs tucked inside. As the coolest recommends, the mix of wood, distressed finishes, and simple greenery blends rustic charm with timeless elegance. As the candles glow, the mantel becomes a luminous, peaceful centerpiece. Let's turn to the dining or coffee table. Envision a long, narrow wooden dough bowl or tray, filled with fresh cedar, olive leaves, and pine cones. Interspersed are white taper candles or chunky white pillar candles, and perhaps a few vintage milk glass pieces. According to farmhouse decorators, these natural textures and candle arrangements make gorgeous centerpieces that still feel understated. The result is a rustic tableau that invites guests to linger, to lean in, to breathe. In every nook of your farmhouse, a side table, a window sill, the hallway, place lanterns or candle clusters. Use weathered metal frames and frosted glass, or go for classic white painted wood. The flicker of light catches on green garland and rustic wood, casting gentle shadows that dance. This technique channels the farmhouse trend of simple, warm illumination. It feels like candlelit magic woven into the very bones of your home. As guests arrive, they step into an entryway decked with charm, a vintage ladder leaning against the wall, each rung wrapped in garland, and white cotton or linen stockings hanging from it. A wooden sled or crate stacked with presents wrapped in white paper and tied with twine sits nearby. Jenna Living recommends repurposing ladders to display stockings. It's both functional and nostalgic. The effect is inviting, like stepping into a memory. Don't reserve green for the tree or mantel, bring it into unexpected corners. Tuck little bundles of cedar or eucalyptus into vintage white pitchers, place sprigs of green behind window panes, or surround a mirror with a garland. This kind of versatile styling, using natural elements, is a core principle in farmhouse Christmas decor. These small touches tie every space together in an organic, grounded way. Layer your sofa and armchairs with textured throws and pillows in soft whites, muted greens, and vintage-inspired grain sack fabrics. Burlap and linen textures feel rustic yet refined, giving your seating area a tactile warmth. According to Farmhouse decor sources, swap out everyday cushions with seasonal ones to instantly evoke that homey, collected-over-time feeling. When you sink into them with a mug of cocoa, the space feels lived in and deeply comforting. Find old milk jugs, wooden crates, dough bowls, and weathered buckets. These imperfect treasures become vessels for your greenery. Fill them with cedar, pine, or eucalyptus sprigs. Jenna Living's decor ideas suggest using galvanized buckets or vintage wood to ground your holiday pieces. These containers anchor the rustic aesthetic, making arrangements feel both functional and beautiful, with a touch of vintage soul. Think small, delicate accents, white painted wooden stars hanging from garland, miniature birdhouses perched on shelves, or hand-carved tree shapes placed near candles. According to the Crafting Nook, DIY rustic ornaments made from weathered wood or pine cones add that homespun, personal touch. These elements whisper of craftsmanship, memory, and a slower pace, perfect for a farmhouse Christmas. Wrap the staircase railing in lush green garland mixed with white accents, perhaps faux snowberries or delicate fabric ribbons. Let the garland spiral down each banister, or create little swoops between newel posts. Such staircase styling is a beloved farmhouse tradition, cited in modern farmhouse Christmas trend guides. The look feels grand yet natural, as though your home has grown into its festive spirit. Decorate your walls with distressed wooden signs painted in soft white or sage green, bearing messages like joy, peace, or welcome home. You can also repurpose vintage window frames draped in garland to frame your holiday greeting. Homes and Gardens recommends framing a chalkboard in weathered wood and surrounding it with greenery and pine cones for an inviting seasonal display. These add personality without overpowering, blending rustic charm with heartfelt warmth. Set your holiday dining table with simple white dinnerware, linen napkins, and small sprigs of cedar or eucalyptus tied with twine. Use wooden chargers or distressed board placemats to ground the look. According to Farmhouse Tablescape ideas, layering natural elements and soft greens gives the table a relaxed yet elegant spirit. When you gather your loved ones around, the ambience feels timeless, warm, and deeply personal. As you pull all these elements together, the fireplace garland, the tree, lanterns, vintage vessels, soft textiles, and natural greens, the room begins to feel like a whispering woodland cottage. The green and white palette ties everything into one serene harmony, while rustic textures ensure nothing feels too polished. This is the heart of Farmhouse Christmas, unpretentious, collected, and full of gentle nostalgia. As we close our cozy tour, picture your vintage farmhouse glowing softly in green and white, every corner touched by nature, every surface carrying memory, and every light casting warmth. This isn't just decor, it's a feeling, restful, welcoming, and deeply homey. I hope these ideas inspire you to bring your own farmhouse Christmas to life, to wrap your space in gentle elegance and heartfelt warmth. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share it with friends who love farmhouse style. Tell me in the comments which idea you'll try first, and until next time, Merry Christmas, and may your home be a cozy haven this season.